Okay, welcome to the Team Butterfly Effects All Hands call. It is Friday, December 18th, and we are in countdown to Christmas mode around here. And more than anything, as Beachbody coaches, we are countdown to New Year's resolutions mode. Right now, fourth quarter has been it's been rough. It always is every year, and that's why we just got to have our minds straight and know that when people tell us no, it's not you. It's just that that's not where their mind is. And a mantra that Amanda shared with me early in my Beachbody journey, and it is so imperative that we all hold on to this mantra, and that is, just because it's your intention doesn't mean it's theirs. Okay, just because it's important to you right now doesn't mean it's important to them. So what that means is just because we are passionate, inspired about having people start this healthy living lifestyle doesn't always mean that people even are looking for it right now. So if people aren't looking for it, then it's hard to. It's not our job to sell. It's our job just to share what works. And when people are ready, then then they're going to be so much more successful because they're in the right mindset. Just a couple housekeeping things right here at the beginning. Don't forget, Hammer and Chisel, Masters Hammer and Chisel is still on sale, and right now currently is still when Beachbody is having their promotion. Gosh, I've lost the name of the charity, but the charity that's helping give homes to homeless families and give them food out in California. It is that that is going on right now as we speak, and it's only for the month of December. So if you want to play your part in helping people get off the streets and not be homeless in 2016, you gotta sell some those challenge packs now, because we don't know if Carl's going to still have that going on come the first of the year. And I really think the intention was to get as many people, have us committed to helping them by the end of the year. So that's awesome, and that's huge. Also, don't forget, this is our last call of 2015. I think on the text reminder earlier I said 2016, but it's our last call of 2015. I want you to take the next 2 weeks to really plug into your families. I still want you to invite, because I want people to think about you whenever they're ready to make that commitment for their New Year's resolutions. But I definitely want you to take advantage of some of this family time, because here's the thing, guys. Really, first quarter is our Super Bowl. It's our Super Bowl, right? And so what do top athletes always do the night before game, the day before game? They rest. They rest. So their body is ready to hit it full speed. And I'm not going to lie, right now, I'm doing personal development just like the rest of you. Hopefully, the rest of you are doing it too. But I normally do really deep, leadership, personal development, even deep philosophical personal development. But I'm listening to the Tina Fey's audiobook called Bossy Pants right now, because I just needed something that was going to give me a little bit of personal development, that was going to make me laugh and be really lighthearted and nothing too deep. Because guess what? I am going to be ready January 4th to go deep into my personal development. I'm going to go deep into Hammer and Chisel, and I'm going to be just as hardcore committed as everybody else. So right now I'm taking time to give myself grace to enjoy my family, maybe not stress out if I have an extra cocktail, those types of things. Okay. Also, New Year, New You accountability group starts January 4th. And that's what I'm calling my challenge group that I have going on, that's going to be starting. It's going to be with my current customers and discount coaches who want to be involved in that. And we're also going to be doing the Chalene Johnson's 30-day push. So probably if you're listening to this call, you're probably not just a discount coach, but I'm sharing that with you because if you don't have enough customers right now to fill an entire group, you're more than happy to band together with me on that. Customers and discount coaches will have the option to participate in the Chalene Johnson's push. They won't have to do it. It won't be a requirement. However, Me and the Team B VIPs are going to be working together to have a challenge group just for, I'm calling it New Year worker bees, something like that, New Year worker bees. And it's going to be built like a challenge group, and it's going to be very much the way in which we did the fall cup or the fall classic or the team cup, whatever, the one we just had in November, where we just committed to planting 30 seeds for the month and making 30 invites for the month. So it's going to be an attempt for us VIPs to run a challenge group for you to give you incentives to do coach behaviors. Okay, so there's going to be a point system where if you post on your wall, you get a point. If you listen to the National Wake Up Call, if you attend this call, there's going to be a whole lot of just different coach activities that you're going to get points for. We're also going to be using some daily prompts from Jill Eptoski to help give you ideas for inviting and posting and so on. So if you have any intention of working this business in 2016, I want you a part of this group. Any intention, no matter it's a hobby coach, no matter whether it is a full-time working coach. The reason why, if you've never done Chalene Johnson's 30-day push, it is a game changer. And I want you to know going into it that this is your personal development for January. It will be your personal development. Okay, maybe you're going to be on, hopefully you're on this call, hopefully you're listening to the National Wake Up Call or whatever, but you will need at least 15 minutes a day where you are committed to this. Basically, she sends us a video that's approximately 5 minutes every day. We watch it and we do the homework. And if you're not willing to do the homework, there's no point of being in the group. I'm going to share with you right now. It's essential. It's essential that you do the homework. The reason why, it's teaching you how to take what we do or take everything that you do and break it down into easy bite-sized chunks. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed trying to do it all, this helps. This helps take some pressure off. It helps you get everything out of your head and into paper. And when you get it out of your head and into paper, it's going to be so much less stressful. Okay. And we want this to be an amazing 2016. We don't want it to be a crazy stressed 2016. So that was 10 minutes of housekeeping. It's time to move on to the meat of the call. So the meat of the call, if you're on a phone, you may not get as much out of this, but I'll do my best to share. So I didn't tell you guys that I was going to do this because I was afraid you guys might cringe and not show up if I told you that I was going to do this. But some of you guys are in a group called New Year, New Rank. And I can't remember who it was, which video that I watched from that, because I'm getting to see everything you guys are seeing. I think it was Anita Myron said every once in a while she'll do a call called Critique My Page. So we're going to play with that here a little bit. We're going to actually go visit everybody's pages and we're going to look to see what you're putting out there and we're going to talk about it together. And so some of you are going like, oh my God, I haven't posted in days. And she's going to pull it up and see that I haven't posted in days. Oh my gosh. Okay. But more than anything, the reason why we're going to do this, and let's just talk before we go look at people's pages, is I wasn't even thinking, I'm a chatty person and communication for me isn't an issue. But some people really struggle with when you tell them, okay, well, you need to post 3 times a day. And they're like, deer in the headlights. What do I post? How do I post? What do I do? So posting regularly is a part of inviting. The reason why, guys, everybody says, oh, I don't want to coach because I don't want to sell. Guess what? If you're sharing what you're doing regularly, you don't have to sell as much because people know what you're doing. You're putting it out there. It's called attraction marketing, right? Okay, so the first and foremost, what do you post? You're supposed to post 3 to 4 times a day. What do you post? Well, first of all, you need to make at least 1 post a day about your workouts or Shakeology. 1 post a day. Not all 3 to 4 posts a day about your workout and Shakeology. Because guess what? Then you're going to what was Anita calling it? Then you become the shake lady or something like that, where all people think you're doing is just trying to sell product on Beachbody, and you're not really how do I put, they're feeling sold to, and people don't like to feel sold to. They like to feel like they're being helped. So how do you feel like how you're helping them? You provide value in other ways. So health and fitness is what Beachbody is, and you don't have to be a health and fitness expert. So how do you share value if you're only making one post a day about your workout and nutrition? And mind you guys, I'm not telling you have to like tell people all in detail about a certain workout or a certain program. It's more like taking a sweaty selfie pic, posting it up on Facebook, and was like, oh man, that workout was killer. I'm probably going to be sore tomorrow. Just did this workout, whatever. And see, you're not selling there. You're just sharing with people what you're doing. You're just wanting to remind people at least once time every day that you're on this journey. Share with them one time every day. So what do you do with the other amount of time, with the other posts? Well, a part of the vital behaviors is to commit to personal development, right? So guess what? That's what one of your other posts is about. So if you're constantly doing personal development, you should constantly have motivational stuff to share. Now, guys, here's the biggest thing that is probably the biggest mistake of most coaches. Well, there's lots of mistakes we make, but as far as social media and sharing value, one is if you just go to Instagram or you go to Google Images, and you search fitness motivation, or you search motivational quotes, you're going to find all sorts of stuff out there, right? But guess what? If you're posting stuff that anybody could search and anybody could find, then you're not original anymore. And we want people to be attracted to you, not any cookie cutter. Okay? So say for example, if you found though like a post that was absolutely amazing, do you share somebody else's post? No. No. If you find what they posted so incredibly amazing, even if it's another business and you're like, I'm sharing healthy life, da 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 da, and isn't it great because they're a reputable company? No. Because then all of a sudden that company is seen as the expert and not you. You're no longer seen as the coach. So you take the information, you summarize it, you make it yours, and then you repost it. One other thing, like those stock photos of just quotes, I mean, they're okay, but they're a dime a dozen. So how about grab your phone, get some good lighting somewhere sometime when Eric doesn't have to worry about days that he does his hair, does makeup. That's the lucky thing about guys. But on the day that you like do your hair, do your makeup or whatever, like take some selfies in different places that you just have like stock selfies on your phone, not all of the exact same outfit, okay, but like maybe change your shirt, but it's just some stock selfies that you can then go and use one of your collage apps on your phone and take a quote from your personal development, put it on top of your selfie, and then that is a freaking awesome post. A freaking awesome original post. And doing that right there should take you less than 5 minutes. Take your picture, put it on there, make it the way you want it to look, add the text. If you're doing your personal development, guys, that should be easy. If you're not doing your personal development, that's where you start. Okay? There's no point of trying to attract someone to you if you're not doing the vital behaviors in which you're going to be able to fulfill your promises and do your job well. Because if you're not doing your personal development, you're not becoming your best self. Okay? So those are two things easily to check off your posts. The other one I loved what Anita just said, like or was it Melissa who said, like, what are you doing right now? Like, not like you asking the question, but literally like another post in your day, you could be literally, what are you doing right now. So you could take a picture of or check in, like, so say for example, what am I doing right now in a way to add value? I'll share this with you guys in just a little bit. On my page, I had a lunch date with Amanda on Wednesday. And we met at this really, really healthy restaurant in Keller near my house that I had never heard of before. And so the post was like, have you tried rabbits in Keller? I didn't even know it existed. It's clean food. I got a kale salad. You know, I didn't even know this place existed. Da 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 da. So it was my way of showing people, what am I doing right now? But it added value because I was sharing a tip for people who are looking to live healthily, and it was something that I was just doing right there. So that was easy, right? Another thing, what am I doing right now? We share the lifestyle. So like Trish and I just made posts yesterday. It was our kids' Christmas parties at school, and so we made posts about how fortunate we felt to be able to be present at those events for our children. Okay, so again, not selling Beachbody, but sharing about the lifestyle that we get to have when we're coaches. And then one other thing you can post about is what makes you unique. And I know so many people are like, well, there's nothing unique about me. Well, yes, there is. Yes, there is. Are you a bargain shopper? Do you clip coupons? Are you into fashion? Are you a foodie? Me, I'm a dancer. Or is are certain things really, really important to you? Like, is a certain sport important to you? Or crafting? I don't know. It's like, what's your hobby? What's your hobby? And if you don't have a hobby, you need to freaking get a hobby. Why do you need to get a hobby? Because if all you do is go to work and work out, I mean, maybe that fulfills you, but I mean, it's talking like we're trying to promote a lifestyle. And the lifestyle is that you don't have to be glued to your job. So get a hobby and post about that hobby. And the interesting part is even though you may not think that's adding value to someone who is interested in your hobby or starting that hobby could find it really valuable. Like I post videos about hula hooping. Well, who cares about hula hooping? Well, maybe someone who's really interested in buying a hula hoop does. I tag my friend who makes my hula hoops, you know? So so whatever makes you unique, and post and post about that. Okay? So we're about to go look at people's pages. And after we look at the page, I'm going to go ahead and take you guys off mute. And again, this is all about love and making each other better. We're not trashing each other's stuff. You know, I'm not going to be that way anyway. But it's more than anything to help give constructive criticism to each other so we can get better at this. Okay?
Oh.
So I'm going to go to my screen share. Desktop, screen share. Okay. So we are going, let me close out all this stuff, guys. We are going to go, we're going to start with Ian's page. And Heath. And so I'm just going to look at personal pages because I think most of us are running our business from our personal pages and not from our like pages, or maybe some of us are, but let's just look at personal pages for today. So we got information about Jackson. He's becoming a little artist, so we know that that's something she's sharing about us. She's a mom. Oh, and she's sharing with us right here about the gym. It's 2 weeks away from today. Okay. However, I think that's a really great post. She's saying the reason why I love working out from home. Are you a gym rat or a crowd too? So that's great. It's showing, you know, part of her lifestyle of working out at home. Wait a minute. Is this the right one? Yeah. Okay, I just saw my cousin tagged people. Okay. Okay, so here's Anne's talking about her son. Okay, I'm going to critique Anne's page and say right here, Anne, we haven't seen anything about your workouts in a couple days.
Well, I've been sick for the past week, so
Oh, you
I have. There's one on there though.
Huh? You have what one on there?
There is one down there. It's a video of my day one of hammer and chisel.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome.
I shared it from my own like page, so I don't know.
Showed up. Okay. Let's see. She's talking about her dog. See all the stuff that are part of her life. Okay, so what do you do when oils in a neti pot isn't working? So a good thing to do is ask questions like what she did. Okay, I love this post right here, guys. So this is her in front of the fire where she makes a quote. It looks like her quote is from her spiritual practice that day, but then she goes into an entire talk about why that's important to her, and she shares her perspective. So what does this tell us about Anne? It tells us that her faith is really important to her, and it also shares with us that she struggles and she's not perfect and she gets back on track. So making herself human is a very important part. Okay. So I'm going to move on now because I am looking for awesome. I'm looking for stuff we can. Let's look at Eric's. Oh, now everybody's like, gosh, the guys, don't look at me. I haven't posted in a couple days. Okay. And so Aubrey's just going to be a critic here and say, okay, well, let's see. Is this the last post, Eric? December 15th and today's the 18th. We haven't posted in a couple days.
No, I should have a workout in there from the day. I just posted right before I got on the call.
Oh, you I don't. My stuff said the 14th too, and I posted today.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, I got a couple stuff for today.
Maybe people
have commented on and they've popped back up to the top. Is that what's going on, guys? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. You know what happened? I had an old tab up and I just hadn't refreshed it. That's what. I'm sorry, Anne. We looked at an inaccurate layout of yours. Okay, so here's Eric's. Loving hammer and chisel. The moves are pretty easy and very effective. Love that. Love that. So let me tell you guys what I love about this is he's not selling. He's just sharing what he's doing. And what I love even more about it is that I'm gonna like it while I'm right here. What I love even more about it, see his hashtags: dripping sweat, shower time, hammer and chisel. Actually, Eric, I would probably take off the hammer and chisel hashtag. Only reason why I think on one of the videos we got this week was that if you hashtag things that are Beachbody related, if people were to click on that hashtag, it's going to take them to all the bajillion different Beachbody coaches who are talking about hammer and chisel right now. And if you see people who are looking at it through you want them to stay on your page and not end up on Jimmy Hayes Nelson's page or on someone who's higher up in the network that may look more appealing at that time as a coach. So this is amazing. I would just take off the hammer and chisel hashtag. Okay, so this is great too. So he's sharing, he's inviting people to his next group. Oh wow, and then he's also sharing that he's going on vacation, that he's traveling. Okay, so that's good. Here he has another hammer and chisel one showing his workout. And then now he's sharing about personal development. That's great too, sharing that that's part of our lifestyle. Oh, and he's posting about his wife working out. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw this post the other day. So as you guys can see, so he's sharing about his family, he's sharing about his personal development, he's sharing about his workouts. Oh, and I was gonna say, Eric, where are your food pics? Yeah. I just had to scan down further. See, okay, this is the thing that Eric always posts about. Eric is a foodie. Yeah. Eric's a foodie. He loves food. He loves cooking. Yeah. He loves that fresh stuff. So that's one of the parts of his brand. So that's one of the things he posts about. Okay, that's great. I love that. Let's go to. We won't go to everybody's page, guys. But let's go to Jill Leptoski's page. See, everybody's laughing. Like, they're like so unsure of themselves right now. Okay. Well, and Jill's been sick. So, I love that. Okay, so she's sharing on her page that she's sick. I like that.
I have more recent ones too.
Okay, let me. Here we go. Refreshing pages. That's the important part. Oh, there she goes. Chicken noodle soup in the cafeteria. Score. See, she's sharing her what's going on with her life. She's sick, so guess what? When she's sick, probably not going to expect a whole lot of like fitness stuff. Oh, but then she showed us her sweaty selfie when she's sick. Oh my goodness. Okay, sharing a part of her life. Okay, this is one of the things that I love about Jill too. Okay, I don't know if she would consciously say that it's a part of her brand. Jill, would you say that a part of your brand is about fun and just like rockin' life?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So Jill is, I mean, she's always posting about the awesome concert she's going to, the awesome art gallery she's going to, the theater that she's going to. Like, Jill is a rock star at life, and that's one of the things that she posts about. So if I were someone in DC and I was looking for a coach who's like crazy fun, I would totally follow her and see what she was up to, and maybe if she were on Meetup, go join one of her meetups or something like that, because of just all the fun stuff she's always putting out there. And then she goes a little bit further down and she shares some about Shakeology. So that's like, okay, so I like that. Now let's look at Trisha's page. Oh, I'll refresh this page too, just in case she has anything more recent than that. Okay, she's talking about Christmas cards. Guys, asking questions on your page is great because people like to answer questions. People like to engage. This was me tagging her on something this morning. Oh, she's talking about school. And okay, this is when she says, love that I'm not tied down to a 9-to-5 job and am able to be a room mom for both my girls. The winter parties were a blast. See, she said nothing about Beachbody there. She said nothing about Beachbody, just that her lifestyle allows her to be present for her children. And that's all that she said. Okay, talking about her marriage and her family, that's great to share. Okay, and the only thing that I would say that as far as Trisha's page over the last couple days is there's nothing about her besides me posting her of us together of her workout for her Shakeology or anything like that. So I would encourage her to share more about that, which she just to a text where she'll share with you. She'll be doing hammer and chisel. She's not doing a program right now, and so she'll be able to have something to post about. So again, guys, that's why you got to do one of our workout programs, and you got to follow the calendar, because then you have something to post about. You have something to share. And what I've noticed is when I am actively doing a program, my business is better because I have something to authentically talk about. So I'm gonna stop putting you. Actually, I want to share. Anne, when was that post that you made about your hair that got so many? It got so much. What was that? Was that like last week? Was that like last week, Anne?
I think it was.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter, guys. Like, Anne did a picture of her. She's getting ready to go to her husband's Christmas party, and she had like her hair can do like 3 different things, and she had like 3 hairstyles all next to each other. And you had like over 100 comments or something like that.
I think I ended up with like 180 comments. It was insane. It was an A, B, C, and that's all I said was which hairstyle, and then it was like amazing. People just posting A, B. I mean, well, C won by a landslide, and I did the same thing with an outfit, and I got like 135, and I honestly wanted their opinion. Yeah. So it was like awesome. I boosted my Facebook affinity like crazy, and I actually got, input, because fashion is not your forte.
Yeah. Well, and the reason, guys, the reason why it's important to post like that, you can think that's so silly. That has nothing to do with my brand or whatever. But when you ask people's opinions, something like that, it's going to get a lot of traction. Like Anthony mentioned, it boosted her Facebook affinity. So, I mean, if you're not aware, you don't always see people's stuff. People always don't see your stuff. So the more comments and likes you get on a post, the more people will see your stuff in the newsfeed. So the important part is to post something once a day or once every couple days that is going to get a lot of traction, even if it's not Beachbody related. So it will show up. So people, when you post something about a challenge group or an accountability group, people see it. Okay, that's the important part, is so that people see it. Okay, let's just look right before we end. I know we're at time, but I'm just curious. We're going to look at Amanda's page real quick. Amanda Dewey, if you don't know who she is, she's my coach. So let's look to see what my leader is doing. Okay, so so she's posted about Ainsley, her daughter. Okay, that's a post from all of us are sharing now. Okay, posting about being present at the schools. And guys, I'm going to post about our call in a little bit, so don't hang up yet. So see, she has more people posting on her wall than she does. Wow. A part of Amanda's brand is silly animal stuff. She just likes silly animal stuff. Okay, help Facebook mom. See, she did this to boost her affinity. She got 16 comments. I can tell what when she's doing that. And see, all of these are just from the last couple days. But what Amanda's been posting about a lot recently have been her kids. Not her kids, her pregnancy, because she's been working out regularly through her pregnancy. And let me just show you guys mine. So this right here, guys, is me. This is every Friday, either right before this call or right after this call. I post inviting someone to what I have going on next. So when I'm inviting people to my New Year, New You group, right here. Okay, so you saw something at lunchtime. I always try to post something that's either light and funny or something about the food that I'm eating. My family's going to Star Wars this weekend. I'm not a Star Wars person. I'm a girly girl. So I was posting what else do moms do to just bond with their kids, right? Morning, I always post something motivational about my workout. And see, creativity is intelligence having fun. That was a quote from my personal development. This was just something silly and funny that I was trying to use to boost my affinity. It didn't work too well because I only got 15. Wow. This is about being present for my family yesterday because of the this is okay. So guys, this is sharing value. I was just spending time with my girlfriend, but then I talked about how spending time with your friends reduces stress. So adding value, and it was just spending time with my girlfriend. And I could have just posted this picture up here, but instead I put something on it that I was referring to about what I was talking about. That picture took me 2 minutes to make. Okay, guys, so I'm not going to make you watch look at all of the rest of these. I'm going to stop sharing now. But I think you get the point. The main thing is that you're posting regularly so people know what you're doing, because we don't want to sell. We want to share what we're doing and who we are in order so we can reach the most people. So I'm going to take a picture of everybody. See? And I'm going to post this on my page. I recommend that all of you guys do the same thing, because something I was never thinking about until I watched the training with the New Year, New Rank group or whatever, was that we shouldn't be tagging each other in our posts. Because when I tag you, what happens if one of your people are like, they see the post, but they're like, oh, well, yeah, Aubrey is Tara's post, and I found this post on Tara's page, but Aubrey, I saw her name like that, and Aubrey is Tara's coach. So I think maybe I want to go have Aubrey as my coach instead of Tara, because obviously Aubrey knows more because she's Tara's coach. Not really, okay? I'm just using, you know, what some person could think. And I never want anyone to come to me when they were supposed to be linked with you, and vice versa. You don't want to tag someone else on, like, within Rockstar Presenters and then them get some really deep connection with them, and then you lost them when it was only yours. Okay, so I hope you guys found value in this call. Have a happy and healthy holiday. Please take some time to plant seeds over the holidays. Don't be afraid to ask people for their commitment to start with you, and remind people that the mail moves slow over the holidays, and if they want to be in your group or any of our groups that start in January 4th, they better get their product ordered by Christmas Eve, because that's going to give them, like, what, 10 or 13 days in order to get everything. What, Trisha?
I just have a question, and everybody can get off if they want, and I can ask you, because it's just a question I have about somebody I was speaking with the other night about a challenge pack.
Okay. I'll hold on to answer that question. Okay. Anybody else have any questions or comments or concerns before we say goodnight? No? Okay. Well, have a freaking amazing new year. Get some rest, spend some time with your family, and be ready to rock and roll come the new year. VIPs, I will be calling on you guys for a little bit of assistance over the next couple of weeks, just virtually, in order to get our accountability group ready to get started, ready to rock and roll on January 4th. Okay. Not going to be asking for a lot of your time, just a little bit. Love you guys. Mwah. I'll stop recording, Trish.